the end of the season already. We've barely been here, but we're back again. I mean, oh, dearie me. I love an end of season playoff battle. It's a shame it's not happening this year. But the first bit of news then is that the Riverbank is completed. 3,000 seats now. Quite a big upgrade actually. 500 seats as well. We're going to see what it looks like today. So hopefully it looks, there's a fountain in the corner. Maybe I'm excited to see what's there. But of course, you requested last episode. I'll let you know. I said, look, do you want the last 3 games or do you want to see a little bit in between? And most of you say progression run. Let's go a little bit further forward and get to the end of this year so we can progress next week with something special. So I say something special, another season. So here we go then. Let's see how have we got on. You can already see we're 11th. And there's 22 teams in the division. You expected this. But you can see then, the last time we met, it was a very long time ago. Bath and Dartford. And we won every game since. No, we didn't. We've had an inconsistent time, really. There was a period, though, in which we won 6 games in 8, which I thought at that point, oh, hello. Now we're cooking on gas. Sadly, it was a poorly lit match. Disappointing. But you can see then from the Dartford 4-1, it was a 1-1 and then a 0-1 against Dover. And then wins against all sorts. Welling and Chelmsford. We beat both of them, which is surprising because if you look at the league table here, you should be able to see Welling and Chelmsford. At the time, that looks less impressive now. At the time, they were second and third, but they're not now, so... Canvey Island beat us. They're the top of the table and doing pretty well. A 5-3 against Oxford City. Oxford City, of course, the team that last year were running away with the league that we were in. But this year, not quite the same story. Christy Clark's-Loki with 3 in that one. On fire, he was. Greenwich were beaten. Corinthian Casuals were beaten. Hemel Hempstead beat us again, so they beat us in a few episodes ago. 2-1 win over Eastbourne Borough. Haverton and Waterlooville was a 1-1. Bromley was a defeat, as was Lymington. So, Farnborough and Team Solent today. That's actually a university team, I was informed. If you go to that university, hi everyone, good to see you. Keep having those drinks and doing those other things that you're not supposed to. Yep. I've got no idea. I literally got no idea. Didn't go to university. Football manager wasn't a degree then. And even if it was now, I wouldn't get in. So Farnborough and Team Solent at the Riverbank. I have played one game there. I completely was oblivious to the fact that I've played. So I don't know what it looks like. So even though we've played there and goals were scored, lots of goals, 5 goals, I've got no idea. So we'll have a look today. We'll see what it looks like. One final bit of, I nearly called it brutal information, is that we've had a regen come through. It happened while I was chatting live on someone's Twitch stream yesterday. Luke Bruce is the man of the moment. Oh, you've sat up out of your chair a little bit there. Hello, who's this? Yeah, Brucey Bonus. He looks, now it's interesting, right? He's a 6'3" shadow striker with not very good composure, not very good off the ball, not very good passing. He's not very quick. It's not great, is it? I've got no idea. Comment section. This is where you come in. Where do you think Bruce? Because I could retrain him in sort of any position at this point. Where do you think we should play him? Centre back's out of the question. He can't do that. But anywhere else that you think he would fit? Like, part of me thought wide target man maybe. But yeah, he's got good free kicks, great work rate, good determination. A really good player at 16 years of age. But he's the only one we got, and he's not. I don't know what to do with him really. Do we just improve his passing? Because it's 7 at the moment. 7. I don't really know what to do. I don't know. He's not got really good stamina, so we couldn't make him a box to box. I don't know. It's a problematic scenario. Anyway, today he's down as a shadow striker, and due to an injury crisis at the club, you can see there Wayne Adams injured, Adam Wellington injured, Liam Denan injured, Charlie Peel. So you know we're going to try this. It's the end of the season. I said before, we're 11th. We couldn't be more middle of the road right now, so we're just having a fun time. We're just going to see how this goes, and we're going to try out our youngster and see how Brucey does. Can Brucey become... He's called Luke. Sorry, Brucey. Can Bruce become a magical man? I said sorry there, like he's watching. Can he become a cult hero of the save, and will this be the time which we remember that Bruce was a part of our side? He's going to play in this role. We're not playing with a striker. We're playing with a shadow. Everything else remains the same. Canavan and Foster either side of Hallahan. Hemmings one side, Clark-Slocum the other. Farrell, Heaven, Togwell, Hamer, and Hallett in goal. Oh, I've got more news. It's all coming back. It's all flooding back from last night when I played. Yeah, I've got a new contract for next year. So, ding. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Jose Mourinho doesn't like me, which I think's weird. I've got no opinion on Jose. Right, Steve Foster has been out with a bit of an injury, so we welcome him back. Hopefully he'll be fit enough to play today. He's struggled a little bit recently. And oh, well, there's the stadium. You can see it in all its glory behind these people. Behind the teams. We might see, as this sort of kicks off then, I've just let the assistant do that. As this kicks off, we might see the ground behind them. Here we go. Oh, that's exactly the same. It's got seating now. Did it have seating before? Is that different? There's lights up there now. Oh, that's a bit different. Okay, that is a little bit different. There we are, look. You can see it. I was watching in analyst mode in the last game, and that has worked out perfectly. It was an away game, so I still wouldn't have seen it. Because, you know, I'm secretly a data analyst, everyone. I'm not. Well, there we are. I recognise pretty much no difference. So there we are then. It's first straight away though. Hallahan, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, 20 minutes gone, nothing to report really so far. 62% possession though, and with that shadow striker in there, with Brucey in there, you would assume he would be the pivot for everything that goes on around him. I do wonder actually whether we should make our wide players attack a little bit more. He could be our Roberto Firmino, maybe false nine is his calling. Trequartista, I don't know. Farrell though with a throw in into Canavan, and Brucey's missed it there, bless him. Tugwell, though, on it this time. And out towards Clark Slocum. We've got Ment in the middle. Can Clark Slocum whip it in? 6'3" of Bruce! Oh, he's headed it over. That would be amazing. I have played him in a game already, I think, and he did nothing. So this is the moment. Songs were sad, all the songs were sad. Now, I think if he scores, he'll become our youngest goal scorer. So that would be an achievement, passionately say. We're not about it at all, because he's a work hard, and we'll win this. Where are Farnborough in the league? Probably should look at this. Oh, they're bottom of the league. Let's attack. And actually, let's not just attack. Let's get these wingers attacking as well. Attacking wingers. He loves it, Hemmings. He prefers it, if anything. And then Clark Slocum. Now this is that. Oh, here we go. Porter going forward to Farnborough, though. And wow, that is Lee levels of disrespect. Not even trying. Okay, we've got quite attacking midfield now. Quite an attacking wide area as well. And Hallahan just sitting a little bit deeper. It's quite similar to the Arsenal save as Clark Slocum pulls it across towards Hemmings. Brucey's there! And Brucey scores! That's all we wanted. Oh, yes. Oh, a memorable moment as he scores his first Thames goal. I'm so chuffed. That's what we're talking about, viewers. The ball goes out to Clark Slocum, who whips it across. Hemmings knocks it down. There's Brucey. He sticks for it three. He's a big old boy, and he pops it in. Thank you, Bruce. Bruce. I love it. Luke Bruce. Maybe this is it then. Maybe we don't play Liam Dunham as a striker anymore. Maybe just we have Brucey roaming. He's on free kicks as well. He's got quite a good free kick as he plays it in. That wasn't an example of it. Canavan, though, out on that side, into Hammer, who plays it forward towards Hemmings, who's darted forward. Ball into the middle, perhaps. Another goal. Brucey's there. Brucey scores again. It's a Brucey bonus. He scored again, the text says. He's right. I mean, unbelievable stuff. The 16-year-old has come through. I mean, it's his first couple of games for the club. The ball's put in. It's knocked down to Brucey. He's deflected it off the legs of one of their defenders, but I don't care. And I mean, since we've gotten to this more attacking shape, Brucey's come alive. He's done an 8.8 with 2 goals. I still don't know what to do with him. I mean, if he keeps doing this, we just play him as a shadow all the time. Oh, I am loving it. Steve Foster's injured. Typical. Des Wilson's going to come on. He's the guy who's on loan from Burton, so we'll bring him on instead. Yeah, Steve Foster, getting a little bit injury prone, Stevie boy. Don't like it. Probably shouldn't have risked him today, but we did anyway. We've not long left to go. We'll make another change. Wayne Atkinson can come on at right back for Hammer, just to give him some game time. But yeah, Brucey boy, we're not going to take him off. He stays out there, and we've got no other strikers anyway. So hat trick, no. And there we are. There, the young blood that is Luke Bruce. He's got some of the most confusing and not useful attributes of an attacking player I've seen. But yeah, good. 2 goals for him. Well done. That's a good win. I mean, he set the record, surely. Let's see how Lukey Bruce has done. How many? What's he got? 2 goals on his. I think that's his first start. So we'll see here then. Nothing's come through. Oh, blind. What's this? Oh, not another one. Stevie Foster has broken his ankle. I mean, if there's a time to do it. Steve, you've picked a good moment, but another broken ankle. We've had this before. Wayne Adams was the last one we had, and he's never really recovered. He's out with a broken collarbone. He could be more injury prone, it seems. 2 major injuries. So not ideal. Played for the 23s and got it. That's not that good, is it? Well, Foster's going to have to come out. I think Des Wilson will probably start the next game. Charlie Peel will come onto the bench. Actually, no, maybe Brandon Harris, who plays in that sort of shadow striker kind of role. That makes more sense. Brett Squires can't believe this. In fact, we'll play Brett Squires instead. Des Wilson, he's on loan for heaven's sake. Right then, I don't think any records have happened, but we're playing Team Solent next for a chance to finish. Where can we finish? So win today, and we can only finish 11th. It's just 11th. We can't do anything else. Look at that, we are injury hit. I mean, that's the evidence right there. The physioroom.com, they know. Right then, second game of the episode. Liam Dunham is back fit and raring to go. Doesn't matter. Brandon Harris puts up an injury, so as soon as we put him in the squad, injuries occur apparently. But Hallett will be in goal then. Hamer, Tugwell, Heaven and Farrell at the back. We've got Hallahan and Squires with Canavan there too. Brucey boy. I mean, so far he's a goal per game. Just to remind you folks, what do you do with him? Like, if you take away his free kick, take it, right? Which I think is quite a standout stat. There's not that much going on. He works hard and he's a leader. Maybe he's a future captain. Maybe. Right, and team talk has gone to plan, and here we are then. Team Solent. Right then. All right, first chance of the game. We're only 2 minutes in, and Team Solent, they're actually safe. Is there anything going on in this division? Canvey Island have already won the league. Dover can't be caught. The whole season's a write-off. There's nothing interesting going on at all. Maidstone can't catch him. It's literally just playing for the playoff positions. That's all that's going on. I think next year we're 13 points off. I mean, if we win this, we'll be 11 points off? I think it's possible. Bruce, free kick. Surely not. Brucey, Hallahan. Oh, come on. I nearly called him Team Clark Slocum, which is not what he's called. Team Solent mid. Brucey boy then steps up. A devilish free kick, you've got to say. It was a well hit. Hallahan picks it up and Clark Slocum finishes it off 1-0. Hemmings has now got a bit of an injury. That's good news. Farrell into Hemmings, into Canavan now, into Brucey boy, who's just linking everything up beautifully. For someone who's got 7 passing, Canavan goes through. Could have been 2-0. He's playing exceptionally well. I don't know, getting a bit excited here. Right, Brucey's running through. I mean, he's not got that much pace, but look at him dart back to try and defend against him. The ball across to Clark Slocum is not that bad, but actually Clark Slocum gets there and fires over. Brucey's running the show. Brett Squires is now injured. Are we all just want a break? What's happening? Or flying into challenges, just forgetting the risks at hand. A bruised ankle, he can play on. Really shouldn't play on. Right, at half time then, I'm going to say passionately say, you've played well there. Still room for improvement, but that's not a bad thing to say. I think we'll get Squires off then, shall we? We'll get Douglas on. And we'll put Douglas in the centre. He's a bit more defensive-minded and bring Hallahan over to the right. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on Hemmings as well, who's got a bit of an injury. Liam Danan can feature at some point, if absolutely necessary, but we haven't got any wingers. I think next year we need to, we've got quite a good, in terms of depth, we're quite good, but we've not got that much depth in wide areas. Everywhere else is pretty much set. If we had an injury, it wouldn't be too bad, but those wide areas, we need to have a bit more balance to the squad, maybe, or at least to the depth. More balance to the depth is what I'm getting at, as they've hit the post. All right, 15 minutes left to go. Ball launched up towards Canavan, who loses out, but Douglas is there to pick up the pieces, and now there's Bruce. Oh, Bruce, what have you done? He's giving it away, and now they come forward with it. A bit of a nervy moment there. Hemmings gets back and defends well, and now we're going to work something from the deeper areas. Of course, not having the striker does mean that we're a little bit more reserved as yeah. We can see there, the ball's going away. It's launched forward, and then Hallett decides, I don't know what he's decided, to be honest. It's got in the goal. It's 1-1. All right, we've got, people are so tired. Danan's going to come on as the striker in front. We're just gonna I don't really know. We'll put him on a support duty so he's not as attacking. He can kind of cover a little bit. Danan up top through the middle though. Him and Bruce together at last. Will we see a combination between the two as Hallahan? Well, no, we won't, because Hallahan's giving it away, and now they're forward again here. Ball played across, and this is starting to get a little bit dangerous. We're being pulled all over the place. Beecher on that side is going to put a ball into the middle, is he? He is. It's cleared by Hammer, and now towards Danan, who, if he can get a touch on it, he can't quite. Bruce is there though. Knocks down to Hallahan. And what are we doing? Ball played forward. Beecher there again. Into the middle. They've hit the bar. We're going to go attacking as well. This is the last game of the season. Nothing to play for. Might as well try and win it. Apparently, Kavanagh's looking tired out there. Wayne Atkinson's going to come on. We'll play a 5. We'll push these boys on. They hate it. They absolutely despise it. We're doing it anyway. 3 at the back. Wing backs. 2 minutes left. It's over. And there we are then. Thames have drawn away from home against Team Solent and finish in 11th position, which I actually think, viewers, for a debut season, well done, as you've proved a lot of people wrong, not particularly in that game, Team Solent are rubbish, but you've proved a lot of people wrong there, and I think we've done well overall in the season, not necessarily for that game, but overall people expect us to finish in that bottom half, in that bottom 5, but we finished dead in mid-table. The only way is up. Not strictly true, but lots to play for now, and I'm hoping next year will be as fruitful as this year was. A good bit of progression this year, it really was a good bit of progression. Some good results in there, some nice little runs occasionally. If we can find a little bit more consistency, then I think the playoffs are certainly a possibility. There's so many playoff places, I definitely think it can happen. Ashley Hemmings is out as well now. Brett Squire, literally, look at this. So many people are injured. Thank God it's the end of the year. We'll just quickly see, before we end today's episode, let's take a look and see some of the awards that are given out, not ordinarily. Apparently I can vote for Player of the Season. No Thames players, so we'll just... Okay, then let's have a look then. Inducted into the best 11. Anyone else? Anyone get in there? I can't. Who is there then? George Heaven was picked to go in there, as was Ashley Hemmings. Now, I think they're just on the bench for now. But yeah, the lineup is still Taylor in goal. I mean, it should be Michael. I mean, that's annoying me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. He's on the bench at least. Connolly, Confrey, Heath and Campbell. We've got Hallahan and Squires in the centre. Gillette. What happened to Gillette? What's he doing now? Bexhill, having a good time. Daniel Gray, Liam Danan, Clark Slocum, and yeah, some names I'm sure you're familiar with. So, Player of the Year, Steve Foster. Got Player of the Year. I mean, it was a very close vote. Him and Liam Danan, very close indeed. Steve Foster was the best signing of the season and Young Player of the Season as well. cup competitions don't matter. Keep moving forward. Anything else to look at there? I mean, in terms of our dynamics right now, they're actually pretty good. The hierarchy at the club is very good indeed. Not that many influential players, but 3 highly influentials, 3 team leaders, and me. And 19 players support me. 4 players don't care, and I don't care about them. Right then, I think that is going to bring us to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, do leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. Let's just end today with a team meeting. Next year, fully refreshed, top half finish. They love it. Excellent. I'll see you for it. Goodbye. Where's Thames Telly? Soon.